A highly personal message from Catherine. The Princess of Wales has been published, ahead of her returning to the spotlight. This week for a massive royal get-together after she'd been crowned the Queen of Christmas by fans. The update, released by Kensington Palace, has sparked excitement worldwide. Hello dear viewers, and welcome back to our channel. What are your thoughts on this year's recipients and the princess's big role in the ceremonies? Make sure you subscribe and like our videos. It's always oddly intimate to see a member of the royal family's handwriting. The short 16-second video offered a behind-the-scenes glimpse of preparations for the annual royal event. It featured stacks of crispy stationer, neatly sealed envelopes, and the ceremonial placement of letters into a royal mail postbox, all set to a cheerful Christmas jingle. You have to wonder, might the Catherine of Christmas 2024 be a softer, more open princess than the one who made the walk to church on December 25th last year every few months? A letter from Diana, Princess of Wales, to such luminaries, seeing her curly accus and flourishes. It's so very personal, so very real, a reminder that she's flesh and blood and not just a mythic creation. These days we rarely ever see the handwriting of the royal family, which is what makes the latest developments from her daughter-in-law, the new Princess of Wales, that much more intriguing. This Friday UK time we'll see Catherine appear in public to host her fourth. Her letter is also one that can be read as an offering, a glimmer of hope to a certain man. Cousins are on the princess to show their support for her. Her Together concert has become an annual highlight of the palace calendar, a heartwarming, joy-filled showing of undiluted royal togetherness and unity. Ahead of this, the princess has released an unprecedented and lengthy personal message to people who will attend smaller community carol services, but it's quite remarkably heavy on the feelings, understandable given the brutal year, as Prince William put it, that his family's had, which is to say her words carry even more weight now than ever given what the princess has gone through over the last 12 months. How could she not have been doing a hell of a lot of soul-searching and deep thinking? Illness brings not only fear and loneliness, but also a rapid shifting of priorities and old situations coming into new focus. A children's charity named Tag Youth announced on social media that the future queen was arranging to send them a Christmas tree for the children to decorate. The sweet gesture comes as she's set to return to royal duties this week with a number of important events, including greeting Amar, the State of Car, on Tuesday. The princess wore a coat by Sarah Burton for Alexander McQueen and a hat by Sophie Milliner with a pearl necklace that belonged to the late Queen Elizabeth II. Catherine's carrying out even more royal duties than previously planned at today's state visit in London, amid what's being seen as a positive sign for royal circles. After a ceremonial welcome, she traveled to Buckingham Palace to join the royal party for a private lunch, staying to view a display of priceless guitar artifacts from the royal collection, but she'll miss the evening's glittering state banquet. Meanwhile, Queen Camilla has forced to scale back her involvement due to ill health and traveled straight to the palace today, missing the ceremonial welcome. Camilla's car was driven around the quadrangle as the grand entrance, and she smiled as she stepped forward from the vehicle and made her way into the palace. So as to not exhaust her, she will greet her King Charles VIP guests and POS for photographs before retiring during a lengthy receiving line before returning to dinner. Sources have stressed that there's no cause for alarm, describing her as having a nasty viral infection, which continued to have some lingering side effects, in particular leaving Her Majesty with significantly diminished resources of energies. As a result, they said her doctors have advised some tweaks to her program. Her decision not to join the king at Horse Guards for a full ceremony welcome and open-air carriage drive back to Buckingham Palace on a cold morning was a sensible precaution given the nature of her illness, they underscored.